Hello and thank you for stopping by. Today we're going to be working on Johnny's new acquisition. Normally the videos that I do are on lawnmowers, chainsaws that I picked up or I'm working on for somebody, but Johnny just bought his first go-kart. Now the frame of this go-kart's in pretty decent shape, but like everything else I pick up, this needs a lot of work. This go-kart came with 2 engines, not attached right now. One was seized, one isn't working. And today's video, we're going to be working on the engine that isn't seized. So I'm going through that engine, and Johnny's getting a little lesson in carburetor cleaning today. Stay tuned. We'll be doing a series of videos on this go-kart repair. A couple of things right off the bat. It has a flat tire here, flat tire in the front, the cable for the engine, the inside of the cable is missing. So a lot of little things that have to be done and a couple of major things that have to be done. So let's go over to the engine and watch Johnny clean out his first carburetor. Before we get to the carburetor, we have our first hitchhiker. Hey Cookie, you comfortable there? Okay John, let's get over to that engine. John, what do you remember from your first lesson?
So this is the bowl that holds the gas. You need a 1/2-inch wrench to take this off.
What is that?
This nut off.
Okay.
When you take it off, you pull the nut off first and you put that over there. But if you see this hole and this hole, they both need to be cleaned out for the engine to work properly, for the gas to flow.
Okay.
Then you take this and you take it off. This is the flow.
How does that work?
When the gas comes in from this tube, the bowl fills up with gas and this floats up because this pin.
Right. And what does it do when it floats up?
When it floats up, this pin activates this little needle valve. The needle valve keeps too much gas from flowing in. Okay. And then what happens when it runs out of gas? When it runs out of gas, float goes down, needle valve comes down with it, the gas goes in. Okay. So John, how does the gas get from this float bowl inside the engine? So the piston goes up and down and makes a vacuum that pulls it up. It goes into this red vacuum, sucks air through the air filter, and it comes in here. And then the gas gets sucked up into that little tube into here. Hold that close to the camera. I like this so you can see it. So the gas gets sucked up through that little tube that's sticking up? Yep. Okay, so you got the basics of this now, right? Yeah. That's it for this quick lesson. Johnny and I are going to go clean this carburetor up. We're going to clean out this jet. Oh, one other thing, John, we forgot. There's also another jet on the side over here. Show them that jet. Oh, yeah. We forgot about that one. On the side over here, there's a jet. It's usually covered by a little plastic cover, kind of hidden. So while you're taking this apart, while you're taking this apart, you want to pull that jet out, and you want to make sure that's cleaned also. When you pull it out, John, just put it right in the bowl. Don't bend the tabs on that float now, you mess this up. Okay, show us what it looks like. So if these little holes are full of dirt or some kind of substance, the engine won't run right. Okay. And if it is clear, the engine will run perfectly if there's no other problem. Are you sure? Yes. Okay, well, let's go clean it out and find out. All right, like I said, we're gonna go clean this up. We'll get this carburetor back together. We'll put it on the engine and see if we're gonna get any kind of ignition. We're back, and John's going to show you what he had to do to clean this carburetor up. Okay, John. First thing, I had to get this jet out, and how I got it out is I got it started with this flathead screwdriver, and then I went in with the Allen wrench in there and pushed it down.
Okay.
And then I cleaned these holes, this one, this one, this one, and this one with the bread tie.
Okay. And what about up here? Does something go over here?
Yeah, so there's a O-ring up here.
Okay. All right, what'd you do after that?
Then I got this, cleaned it out with the bread tie, and we used carb cleaner.
Okay. What else did we do with
We
the bread tie?
cleaned all the little and holes, the carburetor, all these.
Mm-hmm.
And
How'd you clean them?
I cleaned them with this, and I sprayed the carb cleaner in there.
Okay. And what about this over here? What'd you do with this?
I took the bread tie, put it in these tiny holes,
Okay.
swooshed it around in there, and then it was clean.
All right. Okay, so now we have this needle jet to put back together, right?
Yep,
We have to put the needle, where's that needle jet go?
in here.
Okay. And it gets attached to the float.
Yes.
All right. All right, we're going to assemble this right now. And when we put it back together, John, we got to remember to put the gasket, right?
Yes.
And we have to remember to get the gasket for this. Where did that go? Could we still use the gasket that we have? Let's see.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
It was here.
Right here.
Oh, that's the big gasket. Pull that out.
Uh-oh.
What was in here?
Uh-oh.
All right. Okay. And don't forget, John, when we put this together, you have to have this rubber gasket on for the bowl not to leak. And what goes over here?
Another gasket.
And what goes over here?
Another gasket.
Okay. And what don't we spray on here?
We don't spray carb cleaner because it will puff it up.
And then it won't fit, right?
Yeah.
Okay, guys, that's a wrap for this lesson. Johnny and I are going to get this back together, get it on the engine, and see if we can get that bad boy to start. If you have any questions or comments, post them down below. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like. It does help. And if you haven't done so already, subscribe. Hit that Joe Z button. Until next time, stay safe.